of the Gallery Gourmet. My name is Willy Wonka.
He's good.
Too good.
Yeah, pretty sure I've gained about 150 pounds in the last 2 weeks. Run away!
Every good thing in this world started with a dream.
Wonka premieres Saturday, June 29th, 9 p.m. on HBO.
Join us on Monday to Friday live at 12 p.m. for the TVWAN News Update, bringing you the latest in local and regional news. The TVWAN Midday News, Monday to Friday live at 12 p.m. on TVWAN.
Digicel TV, home of Rugby League. Dial *515# to subscribe.
Hello and welcome. I'm Jasmine Jack with the Midday News. People and properties are believed to be buried underground following a landslide overnight in Enga province. The landslide occurred at the early hours of this morning in Mulitaka at the new Porgera Payela district and is believed to have covered a whole village. While information is sketchy at this stage, photos emerging from the location show the road leading into the Porgera mine being completely cut off. People and properties are also believed to be buried under the rubble. A team from the Provincial Disaster Office, including the police and PNGDF personnel, met early this morning in Wabeg and are on their way to the disaster site. This is a developing story and will provide more updates on Loop PNG and on our main news bulletin at 6 p.m. this evening. Prime Minister James Marape has announced a 18 million kina funding from the national government to the Middle Ramu district to construct the Madang Baya missing road link. The road will connect Madang and Baya in the Western Highlands province and will serve as a short and alternate route to connecting the 7 Highlands provinces.
Prime Minister James Marape, when launching the Madang Baya Road project and the Middle Ramu District's 5-year District Development Plan 2023 to 2027 at Sagapi Village in the Kovon local level government area on Thursday, also announced the 18 million kina Madang Baya Road. He said not only the Middle Ramu but many other remote areas like Kaintiba in the Gulf Province, Telefomin in Sundown, Menyamia and others who have been left out and are not yet connected will be connected through the Connect PNG program. The Prime Minister further assured the people that the national government will fully support the district plan and ensure funding of 100 million kina will be disbursed to the district in the next 5 years.
So talk long link him on last place here. Have start of bullet here. Me come let's look at background of this. And so you blouse and Blomistrat. You blow Blomistrat. We will speak like enough money to fix it or something area. But no can give up, don't give up hope. We'll come to you. One day, must come to you.
With the national government policy of kina for kina, where the government will add the same amount a district or province comes up with on any program or project that has high economic value and benefits the majority of the people, The Prime Minister says they are committed in driving this agenda across the districts.
And so me, I must look last time, but me got big Lahamas. Member starting finish, the governor to put him 18 million plus. And so, national government, by met him, it's like 18 million, want to not 18 million, you may start cleaning past them. First stage, Minister of Works, but tender him the road, now by me approaching from both sides. From Nambi side, Ramuwara side coming up, and from Highland side come down. And get meet Namel and Pinisimaria.
Marape also challenged the people of Middle Ramu not to claim any form of compensation or demand money from the contractors who will be working on the Medengbaya Road so the road can be constructed without any hassle. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
Enga Governor Sir Peter Ipatas welcomed the parties to the Porgera Mining Project Community Development Agreement to Enga Teachers College in Wabeg on Wednesday, where negotiations for benefits are currently under the new Porgera mine. The parties to the Porgera Mining Project Community Development Agreement are the State of Papua New Guinea, Special Mining Lease Landowners, Enga Provincial Government, New Porgera Limited and the Porgera Rural Local Level Government. In his welcome remarks, Sir Ipatas appealed to the parties to be fair, be understanding of each other, and make efforts to reach consensus on benefits so they could start receiving them. He told the landowners that in order to start receiving benefits, they had to agree and sign the CDA, as it was the process by which benefits would be negotiated and distributed. Mine-derived benefits that come from the government, such as equity, business development grants, infrastructure development grants, are budgeted for under an agreed CDA. Furthermore, the state team explained to the Porgera Landowners Association that by law, only parties to the Porgera Project Commencement Agreement and associated agreements could have copies of the agreements. Deputy State Solicitor Bonnie Gelu said this in response to the PLOA's spokesperson, Maso Mangape, who questioned the state as to why they had not been given copies of the PPCA and other agreements. In addition, the state pointed out that the PLOA and the EPG are shareholders of Mineral Resource Enga, which means they own MRE. Since the MRE is a party to the PPCA and associated agreements, the PLOA and EPG can easily get copies from their own entity, which represents them as shareholders, owners. The famous music sensation from Nawaib district in Morbe province, Sir Lister Serum, sadly passed away last night. The singer-songwriter was recognized by the late Queen Elizabeth II for his contribution to the music industry in the country several years back. Late Serum is known for his hits 50,000, Alfie, Mando Mando, Markham Bridge, amongst others. The country will soon have a national data policy, which is critical due to the rapid growth of digital technologies and data collection globally and in the country. The Ministry of Information and Communications Technology confirms that the PNG National Data Protection and Governance Policy is ready. The absence of clear guidelines undermines public trust and hinders the benefits of data-driven innovation and economic growth. The new policy, which now awaits the endorsement of a ministerial committee before heading to Cabinet for approval, outlines several key objectives. Minister for Information and Communication Technology, Timothy Masiu, said without proper data policy and regulations, data breaches, privacy violations, and misuse of data continues to pose risks to individuals, businesses, and national security. The National Data Protection and Governance Policy is now completed, and the country will soon have its policy that aims to manage and protect data effectively. This new policy is timely as ICT establishes its position as a key enabler for economic growth. National news: more small business owners are falling prey to online predatory lenders offering them quick cash. Struggling with mounting tax office debt and slowing income, the business owners sign up to contracts for fast credit that land them land them in hundreds of thousands of dollars of more debt. Some of these loans come with interest charges as high as 30%.
Being in the window frame business was supposed to be lucrative for Mia Lee, but when builders stopped paying her for the frame she supplied, the debt started mounting.
Just after COVID, I have to say, we got very bad effects because some clients, they just bankrupt.
With about $500,000 owed to suppliers and the ATO, Mia got desperate. She went to a broker who got her a loan quickly, but she later learned it was a trap. The loan would end up costing her another $100,000 in interest and fees, and her home.
You just can't sleep. Can't sleep. Very challenging, but trying to get rid of it.
People come to us in trouble.
Gavin Waring offers small businesses tax advice. He wants the law changed so small businesses with less than $2 million in turnover have the same protections as consumers.
Here's some loans. This is 140%. What they don't realise is at the minute they're doing this with an ABN, either under a sole trader partnership or company, that all bets are off.
Assistant Treasurer Stephen Jones acknowledges loan sharking is unfair, but says changing the law could have unintended consequences.
If you lift the bar around the responsible lending obligations, what you can end up doing is locking small businesses out of mainstream credit markets.
But tax advisors like Gavin fear that with $34 billion worth of debt owed by small business to the ATO, the loan sharks will keep circling.
If you feel like you're seeing a rise in respiratory illnesses, you're not imagining it. Across Australia, flu, pneumonia and RSV are just some of the allergies doing the rounds. And now COVID cases are also on the rise as a new highly transmissible sub-variant arrives here.
Coughing, sneezing, wheezing. They're telltale signs of illness, and of late, it seems more of us are getting sick. One driver is a spike in COVID.
I tested positive on Monday, but I think it started on Saturday. I woke up with a cough and a sneeze.
More of us could be getting COVID again soon. That's because a new family of competitive subvariants has arrived. Nicknamed Flirt, they derive from JN1 and before that, Omicron, and they're highly transmissible, dominating cases wherever they go. It could even lead to updated vaccines at some stage.
What these variants are doing is they're just becoming better at navigating past and around. It's not that the antibodies aren't binding, but the virus is just becoming a little bit slipperier.
While more of us are likely to get it, these variants cause less severe disease than earlier ones. The problem is a number of respiratory illnesses are also circulating, including the flu, whooping cough, so-called walking pneumonia and RSV. Carmel suspects she's had a double whammy.
I thought I probably, knowing my luck, had a combination of the flu and COVID.
All that illness could add pressure to our care systems.
There will be more flu, there is a little bit more RSV, that the coincidence of these three respiratory illnesses do pose some particular challenges to healthcare systems, to aged care.
One of the effects is obviously people who get sick and need hospital care, but one of the other effects is in terms of impacts upon our staff as well.
A timely reminder to be COVID safe.
I would take the opportunity to encourage people who haven't been vaccinated for either flu or keep up to date with their COVID boosters to please do so.
And maybe treat yourself to some new face masks.
In sports, the POM AFL season 2024 is progressing well, with Glamour club West Eagles remain undefeated, winning 6 from 6, followed closely by big movers Gerahu Magpies second, Gerica Bombers third, and Lamana Dockers fourth place, who are starting to find some form heading into week 7 this weekend. The women's competition is also heating up, with Gerahu Magpies, West Eagles, Concept Koboni, Gerica Bombers and Lamana Dockers vying for this year's premiership.
West Eagles' undefeated run will be put to the test this weekend when they face second place, the fast-improving Gerahu Magpies outfit, in the main match on Sunday at the Coles ground. Eagles have kicked off their 2024 campaign on a flyer, recording 6 out of 6 but could find themselves in a dogfight against an equally strong Magpies lineup on Sunday. It's a top-of-the-table spectacle with a team that executes better with good discipline will come out on top. Saturday's fixtures will see 4th place Concept Kuboni up against 5th place University Tigers. Both teams had slow start to their 2024 campaign, recording only 2 wins apiece so far from 6 games. It's anybody's game. Next matchup, 7th place Alamana Swans would brace themselves for another uphill battle when they face 3rd place Gerika Bombers, who are in reasonable winning form with 5 from 6 so far. In the earlier match on Sunday, 6th place Lamana Dockers will have to be on their guard when they go up against Bomana Cats, who have nothing to lose and are ready to cause an upset. Pom AFL President Douglas Lai has been impressed with several clubs who have stepped up to the challenge this season. Lai was particularly pleased with the form and consistency shown by Magpies, Bombers and Dockers to date, which augurs well for this year's quest. Lai said after Week 7 matches this weekend, Pom AFL will head into Round 2. In the women's competition, 5 clubs are taking part this year, and Gerika Magpies are leading with 5 points, West Eagles 4 points, Concept Kuboni 4, Gerika Bombers 2, and Lamana Dockers 2 points. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And that's being the news update. Join us at 6 p.m. for more.